Queen of Cups is presenting herself as the overall energy for this reading. Upon opening this reading, my ears has gone into some sort of really strange experience that I have not experienced before. Card has fell on the floor and we have the Knight of Cups. So we are underwater. We are underwater. The ear situation, all the cards keep wanting to fall onto the floor and represented with cups, a lot of cups. So let me get this card. The the 10 of Wands, and we have the King of Cups on the bottom. So this is a lot of heart energy. This is emotions, memories, information. This is data from before the beginning, and this is knowledge of current. So I feel as if that the cups are also bringing in the aspects of money there, whatever currency form it may be presented as. We are going through a great awakening on a mass scale. Even the masses may be unaware, but I feel as if their body is aware, and perhaps this is causing some issues within the body, the mind, the heart. I'm just going on a flow here, Holy Spirit. Just keep up this flow. This is your message that you want to present for your ears to hear. So I pray my ears are open. I give my body over to you, and to protect me during this reading, to protect us as a collective here, and to bring us together as in our heart space, in our realizations of our hood, okay? So with the 10 of Wands, I keep wanting to say the 7 of Wands there with the 10 of Wands. So this is something that's happening within about burdens, about stress. I feel as if it's also like carrying the world, so to say, so to speak. But it's also seeing a world of worlds. It is, as I just said that, I feel a little bit of release going on within my hearing. The hearing is very much like it's going down into the throat area. So we're going to keep on reading until that's alleviated from this point of contact at least. And releasing this heavy burden, these tens of wands, each one can speak of a burden, and a burden can speak of a burden upon itself. I'm hearing when it rains, it what does that say? And it's such a simple saying, when it rains it pours. So but this is a downtrodden energy, and these are energies that we are called to rise from. And that does not necessarily mean that the stress or the burdens are not remaining, but it's to rise above them in a way to where we can gain clarity within the self. We're talking very much of the body here with the King of Cups and the Mother of Cups. This is the Mother of Cups. She is gentle and kind. Though she's water, she has a current to her to where she can be very calm and placid, or it can be a great chaos of floods. And, well, water can take out a mountain. And so perhaps here we're telling the mountain to move. This is going to be within the self, but I'm hearing it's existential also. So it absolutely is existential also, because when one rises, then it is a cumulative energy. Just like the 10 of Wands has this density, so does the lighter side. But the lighter side, I don't want to always think of light as being weightless. Light is, it doesn't necessarily mean that, because it has a code within itself. So we're going from water to light, and perhaps we're doing an interaction of the water within ourselves with the light. So the light brings forth codes, it brings forth flow states, it brings forth energy from warmth or non warmth, the code. And so with the Ten of Wands, that kind of does talk about hot and cold at the same time because it's wands. So we're dealing with fire here. We're actually dealing into the ethers, into the plasmas, and within ancestors. It's connected with nobilities. Come on, come lay down. And it is also cold in the way to where these burdens are so heavy and they take so much of your energy that there's not enough energy to take care of yourself. It's all about carrying the Ten of Wands, and there's a desire here to lay them down. Now the Knight of Cups has not spoke too much, but he's going into the Queen, and I feel as if that this is a deliverance also in an area of understanding. Like the Knight of Cups talks about sin, deception. And so this is a great reveal of sight, of consciousness. And I just felt an electric charge throughout my body, but also I saw within the mind, within the brain, the neurons going off, the plasticity of the mind. I'm seeing that towards the back of the mind. And so this is like an acceleration or a lifting up, if we can, of poise, of posture. In particular, the heart posture is going to rise the physical body. We have the star that has come with the Ten of Wands. She's right almost covering the Ten of Wands, about a third way up. And I feel as if that this is, again, the light talking about codes, about interaction within consciousness. There is a selective process here of interaction, seeing the burdens for the burdens, whatever those burdens may be for each one of you listening, or perhaps it's, you're highly sensitive and you feel a sense of dread or something. I'm hearing for some of you to take a break away from the news. It's okay to cut the television off. It's okay to walk away for a moment and just enter into yourself, into this star energy. The star energy talks about air and water. It's Aquarius. And so what does it do? It interacts within both of these realms, right? It communicates. Kitty cat scratching on the wall to the closet. And so, okay, so the star is actually revealing through the cat that there's something in the closet. The cat was scratching in the closet. So the cat doesn't want what's in there to come out. It wants to go in. It wants to go into the closet. The closet is going to mean different things for each of you. And because I heard a whole bunch of like different closet scenarios. But if I say the word wardrobe, perhaps that could be helpful. The star just showed me the wardrobe again. And like when these doors on the wardrobe opens, it has such a power-packed energy, a shine to it, that it blinds whomever opened the wardrobe. The cat is now with me near my side here. It's on the right side, and this is talking about acceptance, receival. It's talking about allowing the right to be the light. So here we're having a deviation of the right side and the left side. For me as your reader, and the way I feel that is when it's on the right side, it's very much that angel, if we can say. And if it's showing up on the left side of the body, it's like that little devil on the shoulder. You know, you have an angel on the right and a devil on the left, but it's the energies, the way that they're displaying and communicating through the readings, right? So the star energy, in fact, wants to shine really, really bright. It wants to take like all of this energy, this creative form, this inspiration within, and it wants to shine, and it's going to outshine the burdens. Like the burdens we talked about before, that is of the etherics, and so therefore a plasma flame. But this star is like a supernova in effect of that. It has the same powers, but the way that it translates these powers is much different. So there is this intense deviation that's happening. Let's continue to shuffle. Holy Spirit, what is it? Okay, Two of Cups has came out, and it actually like landed on my thumb for a little while, and then it finally fell over, and it's fell over face down. It's fell over face down with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. It's like at the feet of the horse, and it's actually kind of right on the edge of the Ten of Wands, and it is saying there that perhaps this is what's in the closet. The great reveal is the lovers. Perhaps it's the lovers that once this wardrobe is open, it's going to be an outburst of shine. This lovers is identified within yourself, and also I feel another with. There's some sort of, there's not a complete with yet. So let's lay that lovers down for a moment. I feel as if, like, even in the darkness, even in the silence, even in this in between, coming out of the burdens and taking it into the Knight of Cups, this realization is still like perhaps that's the code language coming through. Devil flipped a little bit in my eye. I looked to my left to see what the cat was doing, and then it went quickly back into the deck. I do see the Four of Cups, Five of Cups is face up in the deck. It's now on the table. And a whole bunch came, and a whole bunch went to the floor. Let me just feel here, and I'm going to say welcome finally. As I pick up the cards from the floor, welcome. Hey, this is a pretty intense reading. It's going a little fast. It seems to me like the flow of energy is coming through. The cards are speaking in a clear, concise way. So this is what I'm going to do with the cards. I picked up the ones out of the floor, and there's one face down right in between. Let's see here. Dog has hit the phone. Stop. So pretty. He's so pretty. Such a good boy. So we have a card face down in between. First card up, Page of Swords, face card down, and then the Six of Swords. Let's see what's in between these swords. I want to just reveal here that we have just stepped into another dimension of form, another dimension of within these energies, okay? So we have now gone into the airways and how the airways is connecting. The Page of Swords is like a deliverer of a set message. The Page of Swords is talking about like it's bringing forth like a reminder. I'm actually seeing this page kind of go across realm to realm, kingdom to kingdom, delivering this message in the airways. So perhaps this is, I just felt the whole like draining out my hearing again as I say that. So there is a clearing of the airways, though, with the Six of Swords. This Six of Swords, again, is this rise above happening. This giving away to, like, what message is going out and rising up into an arena of higher understanding. This is like bringing what you have seen out into agreement of where you are spiritually, where you are within your soul, your mind, your heart, and your will. Let's look in between these swords here. The dog just is playing with me, trying to keep my eye. The lovers, though, it's showing in reverse, and in this reverse display of the lovers, it feels as if it's a coming down from heaven message, a coming down, a descending, so that there can be this ascending, right? Do you hear that, right? It's these lovers are descending from higher levels to come down so that there can be an ascension, a ascending with the Six of Swords. Let's look at all these cards face down. I'm told now to flip to Two of Cups and it will land with the lovers. So there is a connection within agreement there. And we have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles. So initially, when the Five of Cups came out earlier, I wanted to say that was the Four of Cups. Though they look very different, they are very quick to the eye of identification, though the Four of Cups kind of pre-spoke there. So now they're coming together and joining form to where they're creating a nine. So out of this displacency, out from perhaps there's been levels of manipulation, right? Especially showing here with the Four of Pentacles, this is telling me of within the self, like a really heavy within the self, a lack mindset. And this dog wants me to constantly pat on him. When he's near me, he likes to be petted on. At least have your hand with him. He just wants lovin's, right? So there is something out there that wants your lovin's for sure. But though the candle just snapped out at the same time there, so there's huge understanding within the self of love that's happening here. Agreements of love, what love is, what does love feel like? Is it going to be, I feel as if that this is a great ruling happening, in fact, because the gesture has come out and the gesture goes after the ruling. And it, like, what the Fool does, actually, it's so much more than what the card says. But the card is perfect in its depiction because it's unknown. The Fool actually kind of works in these energies that are like deceptive energies. So deceptive here is coming like a decoding. But though here's the power draw, because these energies are like on the right or on the left. And actually, I just felt the whole centering of a scale, like a Libra scale happening there. And so there is this mindfulness happening within the Queen of Swords of going out, like a clarity call, an understanding of deception. And once this deception is like within the self recognized, the Queen of Swords is beautiful. She has a magnificent arena of compassion in the upright. And this arena of compassion can rule fairly between the mind and the heart, because she's sitting and she is able to feel. She's able to bring up. She's like in communication with the clouds here. She's in communication with the clouds of the Queen of Cups. It's like The Queen of Cups garment has gone out, and the Queen of Swords is reading that. It's reading the weather. It's reading what is happening. I just sense that some of you have a massive input on weather events, and that's another message that has been taken away from us because we, the weather keepers, were the originates of our dominion, okay? And that dominion has been taken. We're getting really sensitive here, and they might even end up shutting down the channel because of it. But all of the information and what the doing of manipulation of weather, I'm not even going to say the term of it because I'm feeling like here I need to be like coded, right? I need to read the codes and be very careful in some of the ways we say. But I talk to very powerful people that tune in here. I am humbled about that. Impressed, you know, and I just allow the Holy Spirit to just keep on pressing on me about that. So there is a great balance of fairness that can occur here, and it's within the understanding of the self. We're going to bring it all right back in to where there's this magnitude, but you're like sinking into that frequency, that vibratory, that internal understanding of resonance, and understanding your existential power, your magnitude of power, but also bringing it back in to take care of yourself, to take care of your heart, your mind, and your will. The Fool here is talking about will in a lot of ways. This Fool can go out into the new beginning after the word has gone out, and it creates atmospheres as it goes along. It it's not shiny or bright, but it's powerful. Like it's kind of like a situation going on with this Fool of I'm going to shuffle at the same time as I keep talking. Oh yes, the Emperor. No, justice. That's justice that came. So very much going out in like a justice fashion, and also too, I feel like domed, like there is a dome of protection available, and to I see that as a personal dome, like a torus field around you, your energy, but also like a whole dome effect. And so many of us, I feel collectively to say now at this point, are connecting in on this. This is not necessarily new energy, but there are new practitioners coming forth all the time. The Great Awakening is telling us who we are. It's forming us to be who we are. This is the calling. And that is very close to the word, the calling. Like there's the CU or CA, right? Oh, and I just got an intense pick up on that energy that I was feeling within my ears and my sinus area on that note. Whew. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Let's see. I feel like that was it. I think justice is it. Yes. So let me see what other cards I can grab real fast. I definitely feel to grab the numbers. Good. 4 has come out, and 1 really flew off the whole area with a 5. Put that back in my hand. Let's roll them all at the same time. We have a 1, 4 that danced up around beside of the 1, and we have a 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. I'll roll them once more. 1, 4, 2, 6. I hear one more time. 1, 3, 5, 3. That's very much like an anchor form there. See the card hyena, and There's actually two tarot that has tucked themselves away over here. And I just feel led to tell you is the Ace of Wands and the Hermit. So this is acting within a passion level of knowledge. Ah, tita! Drop it. Excuse me on that. Let's get a couple of words. Stop. Ah, ta. Right here. Up. There. Good. Stay. Stay. We have the word save, east, breathe. Oh, excuse me. That's breath. Okay, okay. I see a ruin. And this is leadership. To was. Balance. Authority. Victory. Honor and justice. Viking warrior. The god of Tyre. Mind. Gift of faith. Generous spirit. The gift of speaking in tongues. I'm not surprised at all that that came forth, especially with like the different coding, recognizing of coding, and how to interact with coding and use coding. I'm not surprised at all that you have speaking of tongues came out. So I feel prompted to tell you to exercise that, to feel into that. The Holy Spirit has a resonance and it has a confirmation of clarity. And that's one of the ways you can identify with the energies that is coming forth. Like I feel as if many of you are recognizing the great power of the tongue and using it accordingly, I must say. So as the dog is kind of licking on my fingers a little bit, I'm going to bid you well. Do take care. Until next time, hit that subscribe, like, and what all other YouTube jazz, please. Much love, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye.